Hello everyone, welcome to VultureSMP. This is episode, I think, 19 now, and this is part of the holiday content for while I am away. And two pigmen just walked into my base. I think they both walked in at the same time. So, if you are watching this while I'm in Egypt, this is some pre-recorded footage, and what we are going to be doing in today's episode is actually building something to transport us to the top up there at the mob farm, because as you've seen, the portal didn't work a few episodes ago or whenever, and sorry for that noise, that was like a hiccup, but didn't happen. That was really strange. But anyway, the whole other portal syncing up thing didn't work for that, so what we've done, no, we haven't done anything. What I've come up with is a solution, and that's going to be in terms of a minecart elevator. So we're going to be able to go down to the bottom, use a minecart elevator, get all the way up to the top, and then have a quick drop to get straight back down, and I'll explain how that works in just a moment. So yeah, this is part of the recorded footage. Be sure to have left your comments on the previous episode. I will not read any from this episode, so make sure that they've been left on the previous one, because the Q&A will be the next episode, and I'll be recording that tomorrow. So I'm attempting to record a full episode in one single day, which I don't know how well that's going to go, and I'm going to try and kill both of these pigmen. I don't know how well that's going to go either, but they are at my base, they are enclosed. Let's get that skeleton. I don't even know where the other one is. Where is the other pigman? Where's the other pigman? Was he even gone? I don't even know. Probably gonna get some random pigmen coming after me soon then, aren't I? Because I've probably aggroed him by killing the other one, but he seems to have wandered off or gone somewhere or something. I probably shouldn't have killed him anyway, because they'd probably have just gone on their own way. But anyway, we are going to get started with an elevator thing. I've come up with a design. It's the same design that Slipgate has made on the Hermitcraft server a few times. Also, I want to share this. This amused me when I read it the other time. I think the first time I read this sign, I didn't notice it, but if you read this, look, this looks so good, job man. This looks so good, job man. It just doesn't make sense. This looks so good, good job man makes sense, but this looks so good, job man doesn't make sense. So, Isaac, fix that. That's a bit silly. I think it's Isaac. I always get confused with in-game names. I'm sure Isaac is Nado. I always get confused with in-game names. But yeah, please change that, Isaac. Nah, don't change it. I'm just pointing out you derp. It's my base. I'm not asking you to come over and change your sign just to please me. No. But I'm going to keep it there because it amuses me. So that's how that's going to be. And yeah, for this design, we'll go take a look into my redstone testing world. I'll show you what I've come up with on a small scale. I've attempted to recreate it because there's no official tutorial for the elevator, so I've attempted to recreate the whole elevator, and we'll go see how it is when I've built it here. I've only built it up to like 50 blocks high. I'm going to see all the resources that I've got to make, and also, oh, awesome good news is that I'm using another 2 potions, managed to get 4 wither skeleton skulls, so we might be able to kill a wither either in this episode or the next episode. I'm not sure, otherwise I'll have it when I get back from holiday to be able to kill. Still got that workhorse pig there, that's everything like that. And got all of these, so we'll go craft up all these gold nuggets into gold, because we're obviously going to need that for the rail tracks. So let's go ahead and do that right now, really quick. And Miney is currently online on the server. I was talking to him a little bit earlier, so I might have actually ignored some of his message while I've been talking to you guys. So I'll have to go and check that. And yeah, this is current inventory space that isn't great. So that might need sorting, but we'll keep the gold nuggets in the inventory, that's okay. I'm now going to hop over into my redstone testing world, show you the design we're going to use, and I'll catch you when we're over there. Okay, here we are in the redstone testing world. If you have a look down the bottom here, I'm going to try my best to explain how this works. This is the basic setup that you've got, and what's going to happen is that when there is a minecart in the dropper, which there is a lot in right now, when you stand on this pressure plate, it's going to dispense a minecart, and it does that through the signal, and it actually, the second you step off the pressure plate, it's going to go up to the top. We'll explain the top later on, but basically that minecart's going to fall back down here. But it's going to stay in this hopper because this hopper is currently locked. No, the hopper's not locked. Actually, yeah, the hopper's locked because this block's powered and the hopper's adjacent to it. I think that's how it works. So the hopper's, yeah, it's going to stay in there because the hopper's powered. So it has just come back down. So basically, when you stand on this pressure plate, it is hooked up to that piece of redstone there. That's going to power this, power that, go straight into the dispenser right here on a repeater, go around to here and unlock this, which is powering this rail. So if you watch that, that's going to mean that the rail is not powered at the moment. You hop into it, you're no longer on the pressure plate, the rail is going to get powered, and gosh, that is noisy. I will have to turn that down. I'm sorry about that. I'm now going to be possibly shouting to make sure you heard me through all that. I'm sorry for that noise. Hopefully you heard what I was saying. I've still got to adjust a few of my mic issues. Been having a bit of issues when I upgrade to Windows 10 about my microphone a little bit. But then it's going to go straight into there, break by the cactus, go down to these hoppers, get fed into this dropper down there, not dispenser, so it's going to actually drop it instead of dispense it. And then this is on a quick fire pulse, so it detects it, goes into the block, which powers this redstone, which powers the repeater, powers the block, which powers the dropper. So that is how that works. It's then going to shoot it down the same tunnel that you're going to use. And this at the very bottom, if you go down here, you can see there's some water and a sign, so you have a nice little quick drop and you won't die, which is all good. So this is the only heights that I've currently built it at. I'm going to have a look at all the resources that we're going to need. It's pretty much 3 powered for the start, then 2, then 2. So it's like an equal number of each that we're going to need, because you use 2, then use 2, then use 2, then you fall down. No, you don't. You use 2, you use 2, you use 2. 2 of each all the way up. So yeah, and that means that to build a level, you're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna need like 4. You're gonna need like 6 to build a level or something like that. 6 or 8. That's quite confusing. There's like 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and there's 4 sides. So that's gonna mean that you need 8. Yeah. But we're not doing it per level. I'm just gonna get quite a lot of them and place it down. But I know for a fact that because we're gonna be I'll actually have to hop into MC Edit and probably analyse this. I'm not sure how many blocks this goes up by, but I could use that to have a look. If I stand down here, so there we are at 59, and then if we go up to the very top, up at here, we can see that we're now at 95. So that's 59 to 95. That means that we are around, quick math, we are around 36 blocks, I believe. Well, if we do it to the, it was 59, so if we go to 89, which is here-ish, it's around there, 89, so that's 59 to 89, which gives you 30 blocks. So actually going up here, yep, it's about 6 extra levels, because to 89 to 95 is 6, so yeah, we're going to need about 36. It goes up by 36, and for each block that it goes up, you're probably going to need about 2, I think, or some. No, you're going to need under that. You're probably going to need 1 for each level that you go up, but then for this one, you're going to stay the same for 2 levels. So you're going to probably have to get. It ain't going to be Y dependent. That's what I'm kind of saying. We're just going to have to try and build it as we can, things like that. And I need to come up with some design ideas for this inside bit. I was thinking at first, big iron blocks, it's an industrial build for an industrial farm, but then I was thinking, no, we might want some glass on the inside and decorate the outside. I'll have to see what looks nice. I'm going to have a play around with the stuff and see what's in my chest over on VSMP, and then I'm going to start getting all the materials ready that we need to build this, and hopefully we can build a majority of it on camera. So I'll catch you when I've got all the materials that we're going to need to get this built. Okay, I realised that I recorded the last 2 clips in the wrong resolution, and I wondered why it wasn't exactly 60 FPS. It was around 55 to 50, but that was great at 60 FPS to get 50, really, because the drive can only really handle 720p, so that was great to get almost 1080p. It was different because I was playing like a bordered full screen window, so I had like the padding of the window included. But anyway, I've gone for a design. I've put some junk in here. We'll go over to the the place. We need some glass. We're going to go over to the desert, mine up a lot of sand to get some glass. And no idea what this is. What's happened here? I'm going to have to take this down. I didn't intend to remove that one though, but yeah, we're going to have to take this down. That was looking ugly, wasn't it? That was really ugly. So yeah, I am going to go over to the desert now, mine up some sand. I'm not going to tell you too much about the design that I've come up with, but I think it's going to look really nice. It's something andesite, and we're going to have some stained glass in the light blue colour. So there, but we're going to need quite a lot more of it because we need to be able to pillar up to the top and everything like that. So I'm going to go get myself a lot of sand, smelt it all into the glass so that we can do that, and then put all that there, and I'll be back with you when I've done that. So here it is, this is where I'm going to be getting the sand from. There's a little portal there, this is where we all come to pick up some sand, and most of it's been mined away now, as you can see by all the sandstone. There's a few people that use this. I'm not sure that everyone knows that it is available. And where I've started taking from is up the very top. I've not actually started digging just yet. I wanted to show you the area just before I came over here. But when I were last here, we started tearing away the whole top bit. And we were getting sand for the ocean monument over Panda's base, I think if I recall. Some sand to fill it in, you know, to get rid of the water, so that there's so that you can remove all the water for the monument, for the Guardian farm, basically. And it's better to be like one block lower than me currently, so you're mining from like head height, where this is, so like what I'm currently doing. That seems to be the best way of doing it, and I'm just gonna have a look at how I can do that. But I'm basically just gonna get like a full inventory of sand and head back, and that will just do us for our whole life on the server, probably for our current projects at least. Probably not our whole life on the server, because we'll need lots and lots of sand in the future, probably. Not that I've got anything in mind, just guessing, really, because I don't have anything in mind yet. I have got projects in mind, but I don't have ones that involve sand or glass just yet. But I'm sure there will be something that we do. So yeah, I'm gonna go down and go that one block lower and collect all of that, and I'll catch you guys back over at my base. I'm actually thinking, while all this glass is smelting right here, guys, if we can go and start actually building this thing, because I've got tons of furnaces smelting it all up. I got a full inventory full, put it all in the chest, decided, yeah, we're going to need a lot of furnaces for this. So let's get a load down and start smelting it. So currently we've got quite a lot of glass, and we're going to need quite a lot, because it's about 200 blocks high or something like that. And we're going to have glass going down on 4 sides all the way up to the very top. So that's going to be like, yeah, 4 sides of glass kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So we need like 4 times 200, kind of. Not exactly 200, it's probably less. It's probably around about 150 or something. I'm just saying 200 because that is likely what it is. I'm not someone that does exact things, really. And that could be actually overkill. We are going to have a pillar up, see what it's like. But I think the main thing is for us to start building this thing now. So I'm going to take some screenshots. I'm going to get everything ready that we're going to need. And I think that we can start building. What I'm thinking is, I'm thinking that we might have to go to the witch farm and get some glowstone. We've only got 1 piece there. Go to the witch farm, AFK a bit, get some glowstone, and then we can make some redstone lamps, and that will provide some nice lighting around the tracks for us to be able to also power the, we can put the levers underneath them, and then power the tracks using that. So that should work out cool. But I'll have to see how that works out. We're gonna just take all this right here and place this down like that. That's only gonna do 8, so let's do that. There we go. So I will keep that glass spare. We've now got 6 stacks, which that might be enough actually. We'll have to see. I'm gonna go take some screenshots. We'll go start building this. We can do the inside bit afterwards, but if we get the actual tracks in place, then we can see kind of what we're dealing with here, and I can kind of explain things a little bit better. So I'll catch you when I've got some screenshots. We can start building it. Here's the drill. We're at the stage where we can now start setting the bottom part up at least, and we're going to keep most of the ladder there while we're actually doing all of this. And I've just remembered that I didn't bring any iron blocks. That would have been helpful. Let's go back and get those, and then we can start building it, because well, I've got the screenshots on the other screen. I've got everything that we're going to need. We're going to build the bottom section, which is going to be all the redstone right now, and then we're going to start using the rails to get to the top. And what did I come back for? I came back for some iron blocks. Let's take at least 3 stacks of iron blocks, because I know we're going to need them. Chew down on some chicken. I don't know if I've actually mentioned, but we've now got a chicken farm in the spawn chunks. I hope I have, otherwise it's just a weird occurrence for us to have all this chicken. So that explains it if you were wondering why we've got a lot of chicken all over, like how everyone's got a lot of chicken pretty much really on the server. So yeah, there is the reasoning. And now if we come over to here, the ladder actually lines up to the very like back end kind of thing. So we want to go quite a bit further back than the back end, because we want like a big landing place. So if we work this out, say that's going to be our middle block, we'll still line it right here. That's going to be, there's going to be your 3 blocks like that, and then you're going to have your rails going around here. We've got a bit of space to have a stop thing, so I think if we come back to about there and build that as a centre, we can always bridge over with some rails and things. It isn't too far anyway, and it's going to allow us to have some nice kind of platform for us to put stuff down, which should be good. And yeah, right, so what we're going to do is we are going to start the building process. So we're going to have a huge platform. I say huge, it's not really huge. So the platform that we're going to have is going to be like this. This is the drop where you're going to come down, you're going to land on there. That means that the pressure plate to get into the car, because the car will be going, the minecart, not car, the minecart will be going like around this way. So if we place, I think, let me just have a look on this screenshot right here. Yep, that's right, we had a, so there's your entrance. We're going to have a block to the side right there. That's where you go get in, this is where you go stand to use it, this is where your pressure plate is going to go. So we'll go break that and put some iron block there, but that turns out there were 2 compressed ice blocks. Okay, that's fine. We're probably going to need to clear a decent space anyway, so let's get a lot of this cleared out underneath the bottom. And yeah, we'll build this bit on camera, and then we'll start doing some of the bit going up the top and things like that. So let's clear this out nicely, like that. That'll do, that'll do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go where the pressure plate's going to go. We're actually going to put the block down there in place, and then let's swing let me just take a look at this screenshot. So from the pressure plate we're going to have a block underneath it, and we're going to use iron blocks to indicate where the redstone's going. And we're basically just going to take some redstone dust, run that onto there, run some up like that. We'll go place all the redstone on iron blocks, just because I like being neat with the redstone. And then we're going to have a that going into a repeater right there, which is going to point to this block, and the dropper, the dispenser, sorry, is going to be this way facing upwards. So that shows that I've done it correctly. And I'm going to make that iron as well, just because I will like things to be in iron blocks when working with redstone. We're going to go down here, we'll go place some redstone dust running all the way across this bit. And this may sound a bit like a tutorial, so I'm sorry if it does, and actually that is incorrect. And I'm also placing it on the dirt, which is not good. So let's go down by 1, down by again to replace it with the iron blocks. Okay, let's go across, and then we're going to go up here by basically just extending that so it's 4 blocks long. Place that there, cut a little thing like that. I'm doing this as if it's a tutorial, so I do apologise. And then we'll go like that, and then we'll go place a final repeater down just like that, which is going to be going into a block with a torch on top of that one. And this is the same mechanism that Slipgate has made on Hermitcraft, so I'll be using the same thing. And on top of these blocks is where our rails are going to sit now. And yeah, I've just made a big mess, but oh well, we can make some snow real quick and just fill that in. There we go. So that's where our rails are going to sit on top of these blocks. They're going to go then upwards in the spiral shape around that 3x3. So at least we've got this whole bottom area just finished. There we go, on camera. So that was cool. I'm now going to start placing some rails, and I'll have to see what we can be doing for the placing rail bit, and see. We'll probably do some together on camera. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, kind of expect that, and I'll catch you guys in a moment. This is what the day is going to consist of, guys. If you look at this, this is what I've done so far. I've only been building up the rail tracks, and it's really, really easy, really repetitive. I'm having a conversation here. I've had no idea what they're talking about, but anyway, I am currently in TeamSpeak with Phenomen and a few other people, so I'm talking to people while cracking on with it, so it isn't bad, but this is what it basically consists of. It's just a basic pattern going all the way up. We'll do some of it on camera. We'll do this whole layer right here, going across the top edge right there, and just go around, up, take out that block, place a powered rail. That block didn't even remove. Oh, it did. And yeah, the silly little things that happen like that, and then got to place another. So I decided to build the actual trackings of it out of iron blocks. I'm not sure how it's actually going to look against the andesite, but currently I'm happy with the way that it seems to be spiraling and things, so I'm hopefully going to be okay. Still got a long way to go, of course, but we're currently at like Y109, and down there's like 60 or something, so we've come quite a way, and I've only really been working on it for about 10 minutes or so, I think. So yeah, I've done quite good for the time that I've had, I think. And that actually needs to come up by one. Go across there, yep, that's right. Pull that down, block there, up, up. And I've no idea what they're talking about still. If anyone's reading the chat, then you'll be able to see, but I am not reading the chat at all. I'm just getting on with this episode for you guys, for while I'm away. And yeah, as you can see, it takes I'll just catch that. Oh, what? Yeah, their messages are getting a bit strange, I'll say that. But I'm not really looking at the messages, so I suppose it doesn't really matter. And by the way, I have muted my mic, don't worry, you've not got people hearing me do this on TeamSpeak. I'll go back and talk to them in a moment. I'm trying to just get this done and chill out, speaking to some people and things. But I'm enjoying it so far, but this is going to be probably the hardest bit, so after this we can probably get everything done. And we've come up quite a way, I would say, so far. And we've now down to our last stack of iron blocks, so I'm going to have to go back and pick up some more real soon. I'm going to place down that track there. As you can see, it is quite repetitive, but I'm getting a rhythm for it, and I'm starting to get used to placing these blocks and everything, so it should be okay. I'll go and read the chat in a little bit and just yeah, see what's going on, because they are in the TeamSpeak anyway, but Minecart Talk, he's on holiday, he just came in to listen. All that stuff. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm starting to put myself off here a minute. Yeah, that seems right to me. Oh God, thank God for feather falling. Thank God for feather falling. It's a good job I took off that chest plate there. It's about to break, we'll have to go and repair it. So that gives me a good time to say that I'm going to catch you when I've done all of this rail all the way up to the top, and then we'll do the rest. But if you look right here, it's quite a lot, and it's going to take me a while to walk up this thing and whatever. So yeah, I think I've done reasonably well at the moment and things, so I will catch you guys in a moment. Isn't that a sight? Look at that. Goes all the way to the top. Let's hop in here. I've finished it all the way up to the very ceiling. The very top of it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to just plate this, and that was the worst mistake I think I've ever made by jumping into that hole. That was a big dummy. Big derp. Let's leave that open as a little access point. And is there anything we can get rid of? Because no, there's not. We could do with having that to replace back. Oh well, we've got loads of packed ice. And the idea here was to now actually thinking of that, we should have left that as iron, because otherwise you're going to see down, aren't you? So that's going to be iron. And the idea here is that when you fall in, you're going to get a nice view. And that's going to be this view of you coming down and seeing the hole outside the place. So we're going to fill this in with glass, and then around it we are going to be using some polished andesite. I will sort that out as well. So basically I've just got to pillar these all the way up on all four sides, so it's going to surround the middle, and then we're going to put in some andesite trimming around the rest of the sides, kind of thing. So how far are we to the top? We're quite a way actually, aren't we? And there we go, we just used a stack, so it's probably going to take more than the glass that I've currently got smelted, so I might have to go and get some more glass. Well, I've actually got enough smelted, I'm just going to have to dye it into the light blue variety, but that should be no problem. Yeah, we've got currently some mobs dying, because this farm actually is activated by here, when we stood around here, as you can see there. So if we get any lag, then that's what that will be. It will be the mob spawning in the mob spawner. And there we go, we are close to the top now, and that is around that is exactly 2 stacks, and it's going to take more than 2 stacks. And if you see, we're now at mob spawner level, but we're actually going to go higher than that, and we're going to go even higher than just the top of the spawner. We're going to go to the very top height, which is the height where you'll be AFKing, the height where I want this farm to drop you off at, so you don't have to climb any further ladders, you will just get immediately dropped off at where we need it to be. And I've gone too high. Knew that would probably happen. And yeah, that's the correct height there. So I'm now going to have to end up hill back down. Do I have enough glass for the rest, I do. So we have got enough to do another one. I will go and do all the other sides, and then we'll start doing the andesite together on camera. But we're probably not going to actually have this thing activated for the time being, because I'm going to have to go get some sand. I can't believe I didn't leave one piece of sand free instead of smelting some, so that we could actually grow the cactus to destroy the minecart. So it's not going to be fully functional, but that's not the idea. We can finish that off in the Q&A episode as part of little stuff that we might be doing in that while I answer your guys' questions. And I can't believe I just enderpearled all the way over there when I had some glass. Anyway, I'll pick up the rest that we're going to need and dye the rest. So we actually going to need around just over 2.5 stacks. So we've got just over 2.5 stacks right there. That's 2.5. But we're going to need just over. So let's give about that, I think, for each one. And then we'll get the rest for this section right here. And a bit more as well. We'll go up to 38 on that one. Yep, I'll do all this off camera and I'll go and put them all in and catch you when I'm done. Okay guys, I've gone to the very top of the place. We've placed in all of those. Now we'll go get the polished andesite down the sides. And yeah, this is what it looks like at the top. So nothing too special. We'll go throw an enderpearl down the middle, and it's probably not yet manual wanting some glass probably. Let's throw another and another. And this doesn't seem to be the best way to do it. And now we're glitching outside the glass blocks. And we're actually going to get some andesite. So we want to throw an enderpearl down there. While damaging our armour. Great. So that wasn't the wisest of choices. But look at that. That looks amazing. Wow. That's a good addition to the base actually. Wow, I'm liking that. I had 2 light blue stained clay left after all of that. So there is what we currently have left. And now, in terms of andesite, we'll go grab all the andesite from this chest. None in there. And then we are going to look at the andesite in this chest. There we go, just the 2 of it. And I think to make this polished, yeah, it's just that. So we can do that with all of them. Stack this all the way up. We could actually just use the 4 in each. And we know that we're going to need quite a lot of this stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it all into polished, all of it that we currently have. And that seems to be all that we've got. Now let's count that. We're going to need 2.5 for each. So around about that. Doesn't look like we're actually going to have enough. No. But we are going to be removing some because we don't want to spoil the view. Going up and having it all the way up is going to actually spoil the view. So we've got to like remove 4 blocks at each corner point or something like that to stop that. Say hey to Glow. He's just joined again. Yeah, so here it looks great from the bottom. I have filled in the walkway, but we can take that back out when we're ready and whatever. And of course we're probably not going to start this till later, further up the line, because we're going to want space to get in the minecart. But I'm going to go ahead and do it now. And what we're going to do is we're going to pillar all the way up on this side, and then I'm going to go around and remove the blocks that need removing. And we'll see how that actually turns out. I'm not sure exactly which ones to remove. I'm going to go watch when Slipgator did it, see how many he removed, because his works perfectly and it is the same design, so I'm going to have a look. But as you can see, these two do look very nice together. I looked and this seemed to be the better choice to go for, the polished andesite, and I knew that we had a lot of it. I didn't want to make things like stone or anything, so I was like, yeah, polished andesite, that would look nice, so we're going to use that. And currently we're just going to go to the top of the whole place here, and yeah, we're going to go up here, and in the Q&A we'll probably do like all the redstone stuff, wire it up with a glowstone or something like that, depending on how much time I have tomorrow, because that's when I'll record the Q&A episode. But we might not even get it fully functional, but hopefully when I get back from holiday this thing will be up and running. That is the idea. I know this is all pre-recorded footage, so hopefully that gives yeah, that gives some nice stuff for you guys. So I'm going to finish this up on all 4 sides, knock out the bits that need to be knocked out, and then I will see you back when we more or less have the bare structure in place with the redstone at the bottom. No redstone at the top though, and no powered rails anywhere on the way up, so we've still got to power all of those. But we are getting close to being finished, but like I said, it might not all be finished in this episode, but I'll try my best. I will try and get it finished for you guys. Okay guys, I've done it, and I know this is a long episode, but here we go. The whole thing is in place. I've done the andesite pillars down all the sides. I had to go and get some more andesite. I actually asked Glow if he could get me some more, and we ended up in a big pickle because I'd asked Glow, he was already half on his way, and I asked Miney, well, I didn't know that Glow was on his way. If I had any at my house, over at my house in the spawn town, Miney said I did, he was bringing it. I said I'd pay him a diamond to transport it. And Glow came, I gave him 2 diamonds for 5 stacks, so I ended up having overkill on the andesite, so I've got like a lot left, and I think some raw andesite back over there maybe as well, possibly. I'm not too sure, but none of the redstone is hooked up just yet. But we'll go leave it here in this status for this video. And what I'm going to do after this video, or whenever I get the time, I am going to go over and to the witch farm and get some glowstone so that we can put redstone lamps on each of these middle blocks right here, and we can power them to power all these rails and make it work. But you know what, when we went to the desert, I didn't leave one piece of sand. I needed a cactus as well, and therefore it's not going to work unless we have them. So I am going to have to go to the spawn town, steal a cactus from Bendy's base or something, and find a piece of sand from like the bottom of a river or something, and then we can call this thing finished. So yep, there's still a little bit left to do, but I will finish those off probably in the Q&A or in the time before that. But I might have to go over, steal the glowstone, then AFK after the videos, because I've got to get these ready before AFKing probably, because I don't have much AFK time. I've got to use up this recording time, but it actually looks amazing here. Oh, I am actually really happy with how this looks. I have built something that actually looks really, really nice, so I'm happy with that. And I just want to say, VultureSMP applications are now open. Go and apply. You can join the server. You need to make a video on why you should join and things. I'll put a link in the description to what we are looking for. It's a video talking about that, and we had a 3 AM upload this morning my time about that, because Australian time, and yeah, that's when the video went live. Midday Australia, which is 3 AM for me, so I put a video out at that time for you guys. So yeah, we are going to, we have already opened the VultureSMP applications. If you want to join the server, you can go and apply. And I don't know what I'm doing, I am walking while talking and it's not working, so be sure to go and fill out an application. If you want to join the server, you can be on here with us, and I can't wait to see some amazing applications. So that's going to be it for this episode of VultureSMP, and the next one is the Q&A. Looking forward to doing that one. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.